Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week ahead whenever you're finding it. If you're watching along as I post because you're subscribed, this will be for the week of May 20th to the 26th, 2024. So let's dive into it. The first card out for you, full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. I love that. So this is a situation, if you have any arguments going on in your life, any sort of debate, or you're having anything involving legal stuff, paperwork, government stuff, taxes, and you're trying to figure that out, I feel like it will go in your favor. I am seeing an increased focus on getting yourself the resources that you need and filing away paperwork, filing away anything that needs to be submitted. I'm seeing submitting applications. I'm seeing for some of you, if you are applying for any sort of benefit or like credit or something like assistance, something from like the government, I'm seeing you taking the time to do that this week and just get it done, get it filed away and secured. If you're dealing with anything involving insurance, I am seeing that getting resolved this week as well, figuring everything out. You just have this increased like sharp focus on wanting to figure out the more like, I don't know why the word like bureaucratic stuff is coming through, or trying to figure out all the like paperwork, finances, stuff like that. You have an increased ability to do that this week, because I just see you're just going to sit down and just do it all in like one sitting, and it's going to be amazing. Like one period of like just sitting and being super duper productive, and you're getting it all done, you're getting it all figured out. So that's amazing. Libra is also a wonderful sign for romance, for love. And so I am seeing partnerships, whether they be business, whether they be in love, you're really being happy with that and making decisions with that. Okay, working very well with others, good business dealings where both parties are very happy with the business that's taking place. We have 38, the pack, coming out, and we see there a pack of wolves. Beautiful. Inner work, community, deep connection, celebration, and soul tribe. Yeah, and especially with Libra energy, I am seeing collaborations, working very well with others or working very well in your community. Okay, so you're taking your ambitions, your goals, things that you're trying to accomplish this week, and you are having other people help you with these accomplishments. However, they're supporting you, they're helping you also supports them in some way, shape, or form. So it's not like people are just giving you handouts, people are giving you favors. It is a win-win outcome here. And I'm seeing having a beautiful support system to lean upon, which is amazing. So yeah, work in your personal community is amazing. And when I use the word community, I don't even necessarily mean like the people that you live around. I mean the people that you talk to, the people that you rely upon. But community can also mean your local government or neighborhood, and maybe they have some sort of program that you can sign up for. Maybe they have some sort of like public event or public thing that you can go to, or you can get a lot of benefit out of, and it benefits you, it benefits the community when you show up. So I don't know, I'm seeing something like that, is creating community for yourself or participating in some sort of community that gives equally to you as well as back to that community of people. So that's amazing. Definitely a great week for collaboration. And if you are an artist or business owner of any kind, I see you connecting with other businesses, other artists, other people who are talented, in order to like just make some sort of collaboration that serves the both of you. So that's really, really beautiful. Let's see, we have Kairos coming out. You know what's funny? I was like, I never use this archetypes deck in these types of readings, so why don't we use it this week? And I won't have to use the guidebook, because like 90% of the cards in this deck like are very self-explanatory. And I was thinking in the back of my head, there's like a very small amount of cards like this that are like kind of like really out there that I'm like, I would need to read the book for that, but the chances of that coming out are going to be so slim. And then of course you're the first sign that I'm reading for, and you get one of those cards, so let's read about it from the book. This is also known as Mythic Time Synchronicity. We have all had the experience of timelessness, of life beyond the ticking of the clock. It may be felt as time standing still, slow motion, or losing track of time on a walk or in a lovely conversation. This is known as mythic time, and it is the territory of Kairos. Beautiful. This card suggests there is a secondary time continuum that goes beyond any earthly clocks and schedules. Within this nonlinear realm, we access divine timing. A single moment ripens with auspiciousness, and our actions change the trajectory of our whole life. Time becomes a living thing that watches over us and tells us precisely when to speak or act. When this card appears, it is all about patience and precision. No clock can guide you. Wait for the rush of inner knowing and not a moment longer. So I'm seeing that you're very much in alignment this week. And while you are wanting certain things done, having certain ambitions that of course you would like to experience right now in the present moment, you are releasing this sort of self-pressure that you've been putting on yourself to accomplish something within a certain time. And even when it comes to manifesting, even when it comes to asking the universe for help, you're no longer saying, I want this by this certain time. Okay, it's more so like, for example, let's just say you don't have that much money. You are saying to yourself, well, I'm just going to keep doing what I can to make money. And I'm not putting any pressure on myself to be financially independent or rich. There's no timeline. When it's meant to be, it will be. And in the meantime, I'm going to do what I can. And you stepping into that sort of frame of mind is just beautiful. And I feel like the spirit of time itself is on your side, is a really good friend of yours, whether you realize it or not. In the past, you had a negative relationship with the literal spirit of time, okay? And this is coming through mediumship now. Like the actual spirit of time is coming through and saying, we did not have a good relationship in the past because, quite frankly, Aries, you may have had a negative perspective of time. You know, you were always in a rush, always impatient, or like wanting things right now and not a moment later. And you may have been very, very harsh on yourself. Like, where is it? Why isn't it here? Talking about your manifestation, certain things that you want to accomplish, really feeling the ticking of the clock. And the spirit of time and you weren't on the same side with that. And when you're not in harmony in the spirit realm and with certain spirits, it's going to reflect itself in your physical reality. So you not being on a good page with the spirit of time, you really, really, really felt that lack energy, that impatience, that when will it be my turn type of energy for many, many years. And I see your relationship with the spirit of time improving. So that's very beautiful. Yeah, the spirit of time's coming through like, yeah, we're homies now. Like, we're besties. Everything is good. And it's all because you've been really just trying to be in this abundant state of mind. Like, it'll come when it comes, and you're letting it go. You're actually realizing that the term divine timing isn't annoying. It is simply, the acknowledgement that this is out of my control, but what is in my control is all the stuff that I can do to manifest my dreams, my goals, and my vision. And you're recognizing that the present moment really is all that you got. Like, and I know that's such a generic thing to say, but like you're feeling it to the core of your being for once, So I don't know, it's beautiful. We're gonna get 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and I already pulled them out. Some of them came out face down, some of them are upright. So first card out for you is Death. Yeah, letting go. First off, massive transformation this week, Aries. You have been really letting go of the past. Genuinely, like the past. You're moving on, and certain people that you may have had a hard time forgetting, letting go of, and coming to terms with, that ending of that relationship, of that connection. You're finding it easier to move on now. You're finding it a little bit like, okay, looking on the bright side and recognizing there are changes going on around you in your environment, and those changes are beautiful. Those changes are here to serve you, and you're embracing that a little bit more. So releasing your comfort zone a bit and moving forward. We have the King of Wands, which is a great card. This shows you in your divine masculine power, which is planning, doing, and really being productive, accomplishing a lot. And again, this talks about working very well with others towards your goals, towards your dreams, your wishes, which is really cool. We have the Ten of Wands. There is a lot of responsibility on your shoulder at this time. You could be feeling this week that there's a lot of self-pressure, things that you want to do, things that you want to finish off, things that you want to accomplish. Second row of cards out, we have the Devil. Oh, right underneath Death. Holy moly, guys. Yeah, so Death is actually a really positive card, in my opinion, because it shows that a toxic situation is coming to a close and you're accepting that, you know? Whenever death comes around, death is a major teacher of life, and this doesn't predict like actual death. It's more so those moments in life where we have to let go of something that we once thought was really good for us. You know, it may have grown stale and stagnant, and it's time to release it. It's time to let go. And if we keep holding on to this thing or this person, this habit, whatever it may be, it's only going to lead to further decay of self. Okay, and so you're accepting certain habits, people, situations that you really do need to let go of, because by hanging on to it, holding on to it, it's only like decaying at your emotions, decaying your mentality, and the situation isn't going anywhere. It's no longer going to be in a growth state if you keep hanging on to it. You need to let it go. It needs to go through this death and rebirth moment here. And if this is a person, for example, letting go of a relationship that's grown toxic and stale, it's in letting it go that you and that the other person will really learn the lessons that you were meant to learn from this connection, because it's in that separation that all of the energies, all of the lessons that you've been through together begin to integrate. Okay, and underneath that Death card, we have the Devil. So this is like further proof and confirmation to me that you're feeling extremely guided this week to let go of something that you felt addicted to, that you felt stuck in, whether that is negative thinking, like playing a victim mentality in your head, like, oh, there's nothing I can do, there's nothing I could do. This could also be a general lack mindset. And so, you know, constantly complaining or feeling bad about yourself because you don't have what you want, when in reality, what you should be doing is focusing on what you can do to manifest what you want. So you could be letting that go as well. This could be a toxic relationship connection, and you don't even have to be with this person. You could have not been talking to them for months at this point, but you still hold on like a very strong attachment to them that you know is not good for you. And, you know, maybe you're doing things like stalking them on Instagram or just, I don't know, constantly checking in on them, and you know it's like finally time to let go. For some of you, this could be a literal physical addiction, such as nicotine, alcohol, binge eating, sugar. This could be caffeine. This could be biting your nails. This could be so many different things from varying levels of seriousness, you know. But there's certainly something that you're needing to break out of. Codependency is an addiction. Addiction to love. Addiction to using dating apps as validation for yourself and your worth, and using that as a distraction from you focusing on your own ambitions, you know. And the fact that you may be bored in your life. Why are you bored in your life? Create an exciting life for yourself. And then when you do that, love will emerge, you know? So anyways, I'm seeing you releasing something or attempting to release something that you really feel stuck in, and switching that mindset to one of much greater abundance focus, which means like focusing on what you can do, what you do currently have, as opposed to what you don't have that you want. We have the Lovers in reverse, okay? Yep, with the Death card coming out, the Devil card coming out, the Lovers in reverse, it is very clear to me that many Aries are having some sort of breakup, separation, ending this week for sure. And this would be with someone in your life. It doesn't even have to be romantic, it could be anyone who is, I'm not going to say this person is toxic, but the connection itself, the two of you together are toxic for each other. And I am seeing, though, with the Devil coming out, though, you could be dealing with someone who they have like mental health issues, you know, they have issues going on with their own mind, their own mindset. And because of that, that may lead them to act in ways which could be a little bit toxic. This could also be you as well, you know, if you're brave enough to admit that. some of you may have your own mental health issues going on that may lead you to behave in ways that may be a little bit toxic or unhealthy. And I think that's really cool if you can, sit here and acknowledge where you went wrong in past connections and what you may have done to contribute to the unhappiness of a connection. That is like peak maturity there. But it takes two to tango. That's all I'm saying. I know so many tarot readers who will just be like, this person's evil, screw them, blah, blah, blah. Sure, that could be true. They could be an awful partner or family member or whatever. No one's denying that. But there's the question of, why did you stay there for so long? Why did you contribute to this for so long that it affected and impacted your emotions? Because the answer to that question is where you went wrong, okay? And, for some of you, you may feel like you were the problem and this was a very normal, fine person. I mean, they may have had an issue of their own, by staying in a situation that they shouldn't have been in, or, whatever. It's like, it takes two to tango is all I'm saying here. And I feel like you are releasing any connections, situations, addictions, and you're trying to acknowledge within yourself, okay, what did I do that put myself into this set of circumstances? And this is a tough question to ask. And some of you might not even be ready to ask yourself this question because you may be wanting to argue. Like, I feel like someone watching is getting a little argumentative with me right now. I can feel it. They might be like, Laura, like, I was in such an abusive relationship. Like, they tried killing me. They tried doing this, that, the third. Like, that is not my fault. So was I. I was in your shoes before as well. And I agree with you to a point where it's like, okay, you could have been so perfect to them, done everything to them, created so much character development in them when they just left you with trauma. I understand the victim mentality there because you're literally a victim, okay? However, you also have to ask yourself, why was I so willing to tolerate such low behavior from someone? Because that's where your growth is going to come from. That's where your healing is going to come from when it comes to this, okay? So yeah, with the devil coming out, no matter what, this is a toxic situation, toxic negative addiction. And that's what a lot of abuse, neglectful connections, when we tolerate that, it is because to some degree we have an addiction to love, to like codependent connections, and using other people as a source of, well, that sounds really bad. I was gonna say using other people as a source of entertainment, but a distraction from the own areas of our life that make us depressed, like having no money, having bad health, not that many friends, whatever it may be. There could be a core element of the foundation of your life that is lacking, and you need to work on, because that lack is making you unhappy in your life personally. And have you been using some sort of substance or relationship or pattern to distract yourself from that thing that's making you unhappy instead of actually working on the thing that's making you unhappy, okay? And I hope you don't get offended at me by saying all of this, because I've been here before, all right? I've totally been here before. So you're not alone. And we have the Six of Wands. See, this shows you coming out on top. This shows you succeeding. This shows a lot of public recognition, applause for the hard work that you're doing, the healthy, positive changes that you're making in life, okay? And on top of that, with the King of Wands, with the Six of Wands, with a full moon in Libra, the pack coming out, I feel like there is some sort of career success or creative success happening for you this week as well. So definitely enjoy your week, Aries. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out, okay? And if you want to leave a donation, the link to that is in the description box as well. All donations go back into the channel, and things like tarot decks, oracle decks, editing software, the things that I need to pay for in order to run this channel, okay? Thank you guys. Bye-bye.